Hey y'all, today I've got a ton of distance drivers with me. I'm looking for a very specific shot, something that I want to throw on a little bit of hyzer, very slight, maybe flat, slight bit of hyzer. I want it to pop up to ride flat for a long way and have a little bit of fade at the end. Not a dump, not a massive skip, but just something that's going to push really, really straight. Something that I can still trust in a bit of a headwind, or if I need to power up a little bit, I can trust that it won't flip all the way over and start turning. So I've got a ton of candidates here from a variety of different brands, and today we're going to throw them all and see how they fly. All right, first up is MVP and Axiom and Streamline, that family of three. I've got two traces. This one's a little bit lighter weight, 167. This one is heavier, 173, 174. I've got a Defy, max weight more or less, 174. I've got an Octane that is 170. So we'll see how these fly. That was a max weight trace, a little too much turn. We'll see if the lightweight one is somehow better. Actually, that one stood up really nice. That's about the flight I was looking for. I threw it a little bit high, so a little lower it probably would have turned some, but pretty good. Defy's next. Ooh. That disc is overstable. It wanted to flip up, but then it faded real quick. So, Octane's the last one. That was a really similar flight to the Defy, but I think it just pushed about 30 feet further. All right, next up, I've got a bunch of Discmania stuff. I've got an S-Line PD 168. I've got a Neo Enigma at 172. I've got an S-Line DDX at 172-ish. I've got an S-Line DD2 at max weight 175. And I've got three DD3s. This one is a little bit lighter at 167. This one's middle of the road at 170, and this one's max weight at 175. So we'll see how these do. All right, first up is the PD. Good flight to it. Don't know if that's exactly what I'm looking for though. All right, Enigma. Heard a lot of good things about this one for the shot. Why? Yeah, I put a good bit of hyzer on that one too. Popped up the flat and rode real straight. Really good shot there. All right, DDX. Oh my God. Okay. That turned a whole lot more than I'm looking for. That was still a really cool shot. All right, DD2. Woo! Kind of yanked that one a little bit, but that's overstable. Yeah, that thing's really overstable. Okay. All right, now the DD3 is going to start with the lighter weight, 167. That's pretty much the flight I'm looking for, which I kind of expected. I mean, the flight I described is kind of exactly what you expect out of like a destroyer, and well, it's a DD3, so. All right, middle of the road, 170. I rounded that one. Obviously that one's a little bit more overstable. Let's see what the max weight one does. Yeah, I threw that one lower, and that's the flight. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, next up is the stack of Trilogy stuff. So dynamic, west side, latitude 64. I think I've only got latitude and dynamic in here, but we'll see. So I've got 3 halos, latitude 64 halos. This one is max weight and it's overstable. This one is 168 gold line. And this other Opto one is also 168, but it's pretty flippy. I've got a Fusion Sergeant, max weight, a Opto Recoil max weight. I think most of these are max weight at this point. A Fusion Raider max weight, a Royal Grace, again max, then 2 Sheriffs, one in Fusion, one in Lucid, and these are 171 and 171, so middle of the road. Let's see how they fly. Okay, first up, the overstable halo. Really flat. Wow. Okay, that thing got a little bit of turn out of it, but that thing went a long way. All right, let's see what the gold line one does. Again, really low. Oh man. Okay, so that was pretty much the exact same flight. This one I know is a little bit flippier, but we'll see. I'll try to throw it on the same line. That's way too low. Yeah, that one was a bad shot, but I could tell I threw that thing in low and on a lot of hyzer, and it flipped up and over, so it's probably not the shot I'm looking for this. All right, let's try the Sergeant. Okay. That flew pretty much how I wanted it to. That'll be in the running. All right, Opto Recoil. Ooh, wow, okay. Recoil is out. That thing's way too overstable. Okay, Fusion Raider. That was kind of a smash. Might be a little bit too much turn. Kind of ripped it though. All right, Royal Grace. I leaned into that one. It's got a lot of glide to it. I don't know, we'll have to throw that one again. All right, now the Sheriffs. We'll start off with the Fusion one. Ooh, that's low. Oh my God. Okay. All right, well, it was a little low, but that thing's way too flippy. We'll see if the Lucid one's any better. Ooh. Okay, I kind of like that shot. That one's moving on. Okay. Big stack Innova here. All right, we've got a Star Corvette at 168. We have a Pro Orc at 170. We have a Star SL 172. We have a Star XCal pre-flight number at 170. We have a Pro Starfire at 175. A Champion Starfire at 175. 3 Wraiths. This Pro one is 173. This yellow one is max weight 175. And then this blue one is 167, Star Plastic. And finally, the destroyers. I've got 4 of them here. I've got a Ricky Destroyer, Star 175. I've got a Macbeth 4-time at 167. This one is penned Star Destroyer. I have another 4-time at 175. This one is embossed destroyer. And finally, I have a Pro destroyer at 172, I think. We'll see how these go. First up, Corvette. Okay, pretty good flight to it. Next up, Pro Orc. And it's gone. Okay, so that one is out. Way too flippy. All right, Star S out. Well, it would help if I didn't throw it into the dirt, but that thing still tried to flip over. We'll throw it again just to be sure. X-Cal. Okay, another one that flipped all the way over. Let's try the Starfire. Ooh, that's a lot of turn. Kind of mashed though for a 10 speed. Try the Champion. Okay. Kind of a early release, but still stood up kind of nice. All right, we're on to the Wraiths, starting with the Pro Wraith. Well, that thing turned a whole lot, but I did throw it really low and early released it again. So let's try the lighter weight Star Wraith. All right, well, I'm going to be throwing a lot of these again. That was a bad throw. All right, max weight. Let's get it back on track. Well, max weight one is definitely overstable. Let's see what the destroyers do now. Starting off with the Ricky. That thing was fading along pretty much the entire way of its flight. I don't know if I want that. I think I want it to just ride flat and then fade at the very end. So, see if the penned destroyer will do it. Threw that way too high. Threw that one way too high. All right, let's try the embossed Macbeth destroyer. Anheuser into the ground. That's great. Just what I wanted. All right, Pro Destroyer. Finish it off. That's a pretty good throw still. I don't know. We'll see. All right, next up, Discraft. Got with me a Z-Flex Punisher, an ESP Force that's pretty beat in, an ESP Scorch, and an ESP Nuke. So we'll see how these fly. First up, Punisher. Well, that was way too low, but it was the flight that I wanted. Interested to see how that one will go if I throw it a little bit higher. Try the Force. It. Dang, that's going a long way left. Not really what I want. Okay. Scorch. that might be it. That might be the disc. That's the flight that I want right there, like to a T. It's exactly what I want. And that thing flew further than the other ones that flew like that as well. That one might be it. All right, let's see if the Newt can do it. Oh, the Newt kind of did it as well. Got a little bit more fade though than the Scorch did. Ooh, okay, those were good. All right, and finally we've got 5 miscellaneous discs. We've got the new D2 Pro from Prodigy in 400 plastic. We've got the Casaplast Grim X K1. We have a Mint Longhorn in Apex plastic, or basically neutron plastic for MVP. We've got a Millennium Scorpius in Series plastic or Star plastic. And finally we've got an iBlend Emperor from Infinite. So we'll see how these do. D2 Pro up first. Whoa! A little bit of slippage. Well, I kind of launched it, but really overstable, so we'll get another shot at that one. All right, Grim X. That's a good one. That's a really good one. All right, Mint Longhorn. Nope. Well, I threw it way too low. That thing still wanted to hyzer the whole way. Probably not what I want. Scorpius. Flippy. Okay, well that went a long way, but it was a little flippy for what I want. All right, last but not least, iBlend Emperor. That one was a little high, but it stood up to flat pretty nice before fading. I don't know, that one makes the cut to the second round. We'll see. All right, I have with me here all of the discs that made it to round 2. I'll put on the screen around me here how far each of them went. Not really all that concerned about distance, but obviously, you know, pushing for a distance driver here, pushing a little bit further is always better. So we're going to throw them again here in round 2 and see which ones get eliminated, see which ones get moved on. All right, bad throws up first. That means the 2 Star Destroyers, the Macbeths. Here's the pen. That was a lot of hyzer, but that one just got eliminated. Let's see if the other destroyer can do better. That one flies a whole lot better. All right, that one's on the cusp. Might move on, might not. All right, PD. See, I really like that flight. It just doesn't go that far. At least not as, it's a 10 speed, so I mean, I wouldn't expect it to go as far as some of these 13s. But still, good flight. Octane. That might have been a bit too much hyzer, but still pretty overstable. All right, DD3. I was low, but that's the flight that I want. Sergeant. Early released that, but still didn't go all that far. All right, Emperor. Really like this one first round. Yes. That one's moving on. That's the shot. Enigma. That one's moving on. Don't even need to see the rest of it. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly the shot I want. All right, let's see if the nuke can do it. That was way too high. Way too high. Still though, I didn't really like the nuke the first round. Flew kind of okay, but wasn't exactly what I wanted. I don't know. DD3, lightweighter. Look at that low line. Woo! Yeah, really low line, but it held so straight without turning over. That's what I'm looking for. Pro Destroyer. Put a lot of hyzer on that one, and it did not flip up, so probably eliminated. Halo, first up, the gold line. That's the shot. Let's see if this one can do it. A little bit of a lower line. Yeah, okay. That one was a little bit lower, but that disc is also more overstable. Those two halos kind of complement each other. They're both useful. All right, this one really impressed me round one. Grim X. Ooh, okay. So I was a little bit of a flatter release, but dang, that thing turned over and never really came back. Kind of looking for a disc that'll still come back even if I mess up the angle just a little bit. All right, Scorch. This one was probably the best one out of round one. I put that on a lot of hyzer, but it still flipped up the flat. Where it ended up is probably not good, but the flight characteristics pretty much spot on. Alright, so after round two, we've only got 8 discs moving on. We've got both of the halos, the yellow one and the gold line, the pink one. We've got the Raider. This thing is absolutely mashing. We've got the Emperor, Enigma, Scorch, and 2 DD3s. So round 3, we're going to see how these fly. After that, we're going to try to pick one winner. Maybe 2, we'll see. These are all flying really good. Alright, first up is the DD3s. We're going with the max weight one. Really overstable. Alright, lighter weight.
There you go. So this will be good for you today. Flexibility in the hips.
That one's a good one. Scorch.
Same thing. Good. Now, Sean, this is something you can do.
Y'all, that might be the winner. I mean, that's had 3 very consistently good throws. Alright, Enigma's next.
That'll help you in your front blocking and pass blocking. More flexibility.
Do that one flatter and it kind of turned all the way over, never came out. See what the Emperor can do. long way. So, all right, Raider and then the Halos. That's a good disc. All right, Halos. I think the Halos just have a lot more low-speed fade. Yeah, the Halos skip a lot at the end. I think Raider and Scorch are going to be the top two. We'll see how far they went. Okay, so after all those rounds of throwing, we come down to two discs, Scorch and the Raider. Both of these flew very consistently well, exactly the flight shape that I wanted. That final round there, the Scorch went 390, and the Raider went 430. So I think the Raider is going in my bag for sure, but I think I also want the Scorch in there. I mean, I don't know. When I guess if I need a really long, bomb of a straight shot, the Raider is what I'd probably go for. If I want something where I don't have to throw it as hard, where it's maybe a tighter line where I need a little bit more control, maybe the Scorch is a bit better. I'm going to stand out. I'm going to stay down here and throw both of these a little bit more, learn them a little bit more. But right now, I think both of these are going in my bag. And if you haven't tried either of these discs, they flew pretty dang well. Go try them out. See you in the next one.